What's going on, guys? It's Rage Kilby here, and hopefully this recording saves, because I just went through this whole video once already, and yeah, it didn't save. So, we're back after a long wait time to my, like, maybe 8 subscribers and 8 fans. You know, I'm just that cool. I'm here with a nice video on my new PC. Anyways, we're playing this game called SurrounDead. It's a relatively new game. The developers have been pumping out a lot of recent updates that have made the game a lot better. And they're still working on it. I think we're on, version 1.07E. But there have been a few hot fixes recently. But anyways, in this video, I'm just going to touch up on some nice little houses that you can call home in this game. You know, you can really set them up nice, make them look all fancy. You can just call it a home base. Yeah, for some reason, my map is not loading. That's fun. Huh. The first house on the list is the house that I have chosen to call home. It's got a vehicle spawn, which is great, because sometimes I'll log on and there's just, oh, a new vehicle here, like this SUV. Do I have a place for it? Not really. Dead ass, I mean, okay, so anyway, we're gonna hop inside. I'm just talking about blank canvas houses like this one. I hand-built these doors. I grabbed the lanterns and the tents. Tents are for storage. And this cooking fire. I grabbed the chairs. Those are cool. So I just placed them around the cooking fire. Anyways, we've got a nice spacious little downstairs area. I feel like a realtor talking right now. Got some good places for storage crates. Little back porch area, and we've got a wraparound porch out front. So there's space for really anything. And then we've got upstairs. Upstairs is like a nice little living area. I got both my crafting benches here. One for ammo, one for regular crafting. Tents. Ammo crates, well, gun crates. Yeah, it's nice. My sleeping bag. The house is pretty great. I mean, it's right next to a trader. You can't see because my map is bugging out right now. This game has a lot of bugs, so be warned if you are planning on getting it. It's new. It's a really new game. Anyways, we've got a trader right here. If you can see my mouse, let me zoom in on it just in case you can't. Kind of that little space that's in the center of the screen right now. That's a trader, and we are currently here, as you can see, the giant arrow. And we've got a big city town here. I think it's called Grain Valley. It's nice for looting. And then a couple other looting spots around that you can just hit up whenever you need the resources. There's a FOB up here, which is a forward operating base, if anybody knows what that is. It's contaminated with radiation, so you need radiation gear to go in there. But it's got some really good loot. That's where I get most of my guns from. I think this house is like one of the best just because it's in such a great location. I mean, you've got loot all around you, and then you've got a trader. You know, those two just kind of go together. That's how things are. Anyways, I will stop rambling and move on to the next house. Alright, next up on our list we have a giant compound, warehouse, whatever you want to call it. It is perfect for anybody that is a hoarder and loves vehicles and whatever else you want, weapons. You have plenty of room to store. Now, the game, as I have stated many times before, is relatively new. So there aren't any garage doors that you can build, but I'm hoping they're going to add that type of thing, because that would make this look amazing. But for now, you could really just wall in most of it and have your driveway and, you know, just kind of sentry it up a little bit, you know, just keep an eye out for any zombies. But really, I don't think zombies can wander yet. And there's no zombie spawns here. There's no loot spawns either that I'm aware of. Maybe out back. Nah. No, okay. So there's no loot spawns, no zombie spawns. So it's a nice little place to live. You've got a little storage area over here. You can place a tent and some crates and boxes. Who knows? But this is a spot for all of your cars and vehicles that you could ever want. And then upstairs, nice little living space. Sunroof. Kind of sucks when it rains because there's no windows on anything. You could barricade it, you know, just get rid of it. But other than that, it's really cool. It's a nice little spacious area up here. I guess if they do ever add like a roaming type zombie AI where they just roam around the whole map and like they can set up raids and stuff. Oh, that's it. I forgot. There can be raiders, like humans. Like if you check here, I have zombies killed 471, humans killed 0. So raiders can spawn, but not yet. You know, it's early in the game. They're still trying to get the zombies worked. Anyways, it's a really nice place to set up base. The raiders are not in the game yet, so I mean, you've really got nothing to worry about here. It's in a really good location, kind of. I mean, you've got, I think this is an in-development town, so there's no loot spawns yet. You know, the town's basically a blank canvas. There's houses and decorations in the street, like cars and potholes and all this other crap. Street lamps. But no zombies spawn and no loot spawns. So really you could make a base there, but it might screw up your base when they actually like get into that area and actually make it start working, and it might like place stuff in your base and make it look all trashy. So I recommend not living in the in development parts, even though it might seem cool at first. But really this whole side of the map, the whole left side, probably starting from up here, working your way down, it's kind of in development, so there's not really anything there. But for the most part, you've got a gas station right here, center screen, which is good. You can find gas there, even though gas is not really that hard to find. You've got a survivor camp, or something like that up here. I've never been. I've never found a use for it. The trader, just really, you could just cut straight across the map. And it's right there, center screen, by the mountain. I don't know if you can see my mouse or not, but... And then you've got Grain Valley, this town here. Really good looting spot. So all in all, great location. You're off, secluded by yourself. It's like a compound. I think they want you to live here, really. I mean, it's awesome. But that pretty much covers the compound, as I like to call it. And let's get moving on to the next one. Alright, next up on the list we have this little relay station, power station, whatever you want to call it. It's got zombie spawns and loot spawns. You just have to clear it out once, and then you can build all around it. You know, get rid of the zombie spawns. And even then, I mean, come on, I mean, it's pretty easy to kill these things. It's got some loot spawns back here. I know if you build, I said that, that loot won't spawn, but you could grab some supplies before you start building. But all these little open spots that zombies can get into, you can close them off with doors or barricades or whatever you feel. And then you've got all this parking space for a few cars. The big rig, which is like a giant truck, like tractor trailer without the trailer. I don't think you can fit it through here.
That's what she said.
It's pretty big. You might have to just squeeze it in.
That's what she said.
I know in later updates they're gonna add that you can maybe get rid of cars with sledgehammers. I hope. I mean, I'd love that. Like all these spare cars, you break them down for scrap metal, and once they're out of scrap metal, they're gone. You know, just to clear up some space. And then you can park all your cars in here, lay some tents down and boxes. You've got this little thing that you can place a bed in, maybe. But other than that, it's pretty cramped. I mean, it's got good location. It's right around near the other 3 houses that I've covered, the other 2 houses that I've covered so far. Excuse me. They've got, you know, I mean, it's the same location. You kind of get it from there. It's a good spot. It's fenced in already for you. You just add a few to block the places that you don't want wide open like this in case zombies do spawn on the outside. Alright, let's head to the next one. I don't know if I finished talking about this one or not, but kind of had a little issue. But anyways, we're heading to the next one. Yeah, we got this. Alright, next up on the list, we have this zombie-infested warehouse, whatever you want to call it. Oh, varmint rifle. I don't need that. So yes, as you can see, there are zombie spawns. But there's also loot spawns. So you can loot it up before you colonize. It is a very nice place to live. I mean, you've got this new Richland, I think is what it's called, down here. It's really big. It's a big place full of loot everywhere. I think there's a gas station near. It's kind of close to the trader out here. I mean, it's not too long of a drive, I guess. But let's take a look around. In here we have a nice little place for storage. Wouldn't recommend putting it in loot bags or anything like this that is just a loot spawn, because I don't know if it'll wipe all the stuff you put in there. I imagine it does. Anyways, the only way to get upstairs is through here. Nice little storage area back down here. You place a door or 2, whatever you want. More loot spawns. I'm going to take that. Anyways, you've got a great little, you know, bench press here. You can't move it or get rid of it, but I mean, it's cool. It's a nice little addition to your house. You can also, like, electrocute yourself here at this table with these batteries. And you've got oh, there's the gas station. There's a gas station right there. And there's zombie spawns. So if you have a long-range weapon, which I do not, I have a mid-range weapon and a short-range weapon. But if you have those things, you can snipe the zombies from up here. Just have a blast of a time, you know. Oh, I missed. That's great. This is going on the internet, and I missed. And I missed again. Oh, this is wonderful. And I missed again. Okay. And again. Oh, I hit him. And I hit him. I killed him. Let's go. Headshot. Easy dubs. We win. You did not see those other 2 shots. In fact, future me, edit that out, please. I would very much appreciate that. Anyways, more loot spawns. It's okay. They're not gonna spawn loot, but if they do, you know, you're in luck. You can't get up on the roof unless you like place a table or anything that you can climb up on and then climb up. But other than that, I mean, this is a good spot. I mean, you've got plenty of room inside, down there, under here, and on this roof area to just chillax and have fun, have your own little compound, you know, build the fence all the way around if you really wanted to. Just make it look really nice. Good parking area for maybe a few cars. If only you could get rid of this thing or drive it, it'd be awesome. And these big giant trash piles, I would love if you could get rid of those with like a sledgehammer or something, along with the broken cars. But anyways, good place on the map. I like it. Definitely one of my favorites. But let's go into the next one. It's in the town of New Richland. Oh, and I forgot to mention, there's resources here. There's wood. In future updates, you can break cars for scrap metal. And I'm sure there's a boulder around here. Yeah, there's rock right there with sledgehammer. You could just get that. There you go. There's all your building resources you need. Moving on. Oh, by the way, gas always spawns here. Alright, guys. Welcome to New Richland. This is New Richland. We've got 2 homes, possible compound places, bad zombies in the ground. And they're right next to each other, which is the great part. As you can already see, you can kind of get a little preview of this one and that one over there. They're pretty tall. They're good outlook places over New Richland. Great location, loot everywhere for the both of them, and resources right there. Resources in these cars, all these cars. I'm sure there's a boulder somewhere. Anyways, let's get into this one real quick. Got all these floors that you can basically live in. You just gotta block off the stairs and the entrances, maybe barricade the windows if you really wanted to. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, including the roof floors. And the roof, I love it. It's awesome. You've got all this space for tents and everything. You've got spot in here to like set up a bed because you don't want to sleep out in the rain, you know, in the snow sometimes in the middle of spring. But yeah, loot spawn here. It'll probably go away if you start building stuff all around it. But no zombies will spawn, so that's a good thing. The only way you can get in or out is through here, unless you want to be a crackhead and go through here. But other than that, nice location, good house, lots of space. I mean, I think that those 2 floors right there are just, they've got like boxes in them that you can't even loot, and then clear rooms, so you could really just live in there. I mean, it's great. It's spacious. You never run out of room. The next one is this big blue building over here. I'm not going to cut the video because, you know, that's less work for me in the future. Take some fall damage. Blast some brains. All the good stuff. Anyways, before I get sidetracked, nice house here. Only 2 ways in or out unless you jump off the roof like a crackhead. I think zombies can spawn in rooms up there, but you know, you just build some things, and there you go. They can't no more. So this is all clear down here. You might have zombies knocking on your door every now and then, but nice little space for crates down here too. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 floors, including the roof. How in the world did you get up there? Oh, come on, really? Well, while I deal with this thing, I'll tell you about the house. It's got those 7 floors. Very nice lookout point. I honestly didn't think you could get up here, but now I know you can. Yeah, nice little lookout up here. And you know, it's a roof. Nice little decorative things here. Loot spawn of trash bags. Trash bags usually have good stuff in them, but I think they nerfed that. But you can see literally all of New Richland from up here. And you can see the ship all the way out there. The lighthouse you can kind of see the tip of. I'll touch up on the lighthouse in another video. It's kind of scary. But you've got the overpass. You can scope some zombies from here, like this one. You know, just to have fun. Blow some ammo, you know. Live the life. Alright. Good location, obviously, in the middle of New Richland. Yeah, but yeah, moving on. By the way, the only downside to this thing is all the stairs. I mean, like, come on. Anyways. So far, I only know of those 2 houses, but like I said earlier, you can live in any house you really want to if you just place a door and a barricade and all that. But I'm just covering the houses that are pretty empty for the most part, that the devs kind of want you to live in. Die, you undead freak. Bleh. Blah. He's dead. Okay, anyways. No, I'm done having my fun. I'm breaking my car. Alright, next up is this horribly, like, infested place called a police station. Now, in the police station, there are many radiated zombie spawns, which means they run really fast, and they hit really hard, and they have a lot of health. I don't like them. They make my life hard.
That's what she said.
But, you know, with a few well-placed bullets, unlike those last few unlike these right here, wow, I cannot get, okay. Anyways, with a few well-placed bullets, you can get rid of them. And if you build a whole bunch of stuff around here, then you should be fine. There's a gas spawn, so try not to build anywhere near this. You could get stuff like this, but mostly you'll get gas. Dumpster, got some really good stuff. I'm gonna place a wall light just to see how these things work. There we go. Oh, that's nice. I like it. Wall lights seem fun. Take that. It's a nice little place to live, I guess. It's a really good location. You've got good loot in here for one, and good loot in Grain Valley, the city out there. Excuse me. You've got a desk. Good loot spawns in here. You got crates, the cell, the chopping axe, emergency axe or whatever. More crates and 2 gun lockers. But what I really like about this place is not even the place that you're supposed to be in. If you come over here to the side and you climb up on all these dead body bags and all that kind of stuff, you just climb up here, you're zombie free. I mean, this is a nice little place to live. You place a table or something right here and you can climb up there too. It's great. Snipe a few zombies out there, and even if you're not building enough and a few zombies spawn out here, just snipe them. Have fun. Great place to live if you want to deal with the zombies and the zombie spawns, if you want to try and get rid of them, I guess. But anyways, we're going to move on to Grain Valley over here. So, after you clear out all these undead freaks, we have the supermarket here, or the food market, I guess. One downside to this is getting up to the top of the supermarket, which is where an ideal place to live is. You kind of have to cheat the game a little bit, jump up and over, and then once you get up here, you're good, I guess. You have to climb up there, and then you've got a nice little spot. I mean, you can take out the zombies across the street in the forest. You can go hunting too if some deer spawn on the hills. Target practice all day. Good loot spawns here and there. But great spot. I mean, a lot of space. Build tents everywhere, crates, whatever you want. It's great. But that's gonna do it for the video. Like I said many times before, you can live in any house you want to. You could honestly not even live. I forgot this was here. You could honestly not even live in a house. Like before, I lived on that hill over there with just tents and everything set up around. But as long as you place a door, place some sort of structures other than chairs and lamps, zombies won't spawn, and the loot around you won't spawn, so it'll be fun, you know, to just set up shop somewhere. Have a home in this horrible, decrepit landscape that used to be a thriving countryside. But that'll do it, guys. Rage Kilby is out.